Why do you go online?
Bukod sa pakikipag-communicate with family and friends, doon na rin po ako bumibili ng mga kailangan ko sa school. Kailangan ko mga damit, makeup.
For me, my main purpose is to really make a career out of social media as a content creator.
It's from the viewpoint of creator, a producer of the content that you consume, and yung nagko-consume ng yung content. So that's two different viewpoints.
Learning something new from social media, I think, is a good way to use it. It's a way for us to, number one, be a good Christian by showing that we can be good people online, be role models online.
Nagiging mindful talaga ako sa kung ano yung mga ipopost online, ano yung mga dapat hindi i-post.
Whether you're the one doing the content or the one consuming the content, there's a responsible way of doing it. Hello po mga ka-UJ! Yes, this is Unity Junction Radio Season 15. Oh, Season 15. Siya ay, basta nag-start kami a few years ago, but I feel as young and fresh and as happy as nung nag-start kami before because of course, every new season may mga bago po kaming bibigay, dadalhin para sa inyo mga ka-UJ. So, very excited for what's in store for us this next few weeks. And yes, hi po sa mga kasama natin on INC TV and of course on INC PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Nga pala, para sa mga ngayon lang nanonood ulit, I'm Sister Bea. Yan! Minsan nalilimutan ko rin. Sister Bea. Siyempre, mag-hi muna ako sa aking Kuya Kyle. Kuya Kyle who's still on, siyempre, New Year pa tayo eh. So, naka year-end rest. Naka New Year rest pa si Kuya Kyle. Kuya Kyle, hi! But of course, for every episode natin, may kasama tayo dito sa UJ Radio. And this time, I have here in the studio with me, Sister K.
Hello po mga kapatid! I'm Sister K.
So, yan si Ate K. You usually watch, nakikita natin si Sister K on...
INC MV by request for music is inspired by faith.
Buong-buo.
Yes, on its new season.
Kailangan may tono pag sinasabi talaga.
Actually, default na siya, Ate Bea. Parang pag sinasabi namin siya, talagang ganun na yung tono niya.
Hindi ko magawa yun dito.
Sa UJ Radio ba, meron bang specific
Huwag
na
mo na akong
tono?
pakanta.
Pero meron ba kayong specific na parang kung paano niyo sasabihin? Wala naman.
Try mong pakantayin si Kuya Kyle. Pag si Kuya Kyle nagawain for the next episode, kasama natin. Sige.
Kuya Kyla, alam mo na.
Okay. Actually, it's not just us here in the studio, me and Kay. Meron din tayong kasama. Kilala mo?
Kilala ko na to.
Kilala mo
At
siya.
kasi nakakasama ko siya sa INC MV by request.
Let's welcome on UJ Radio, Brother Grant. Hi, Grant.
Hi, Grant!
Hello po, Ates! Happy 2026! It's really amazing to know that we are now in the new year po. And to all the brethren watching, hello po, I am Brother Grant. How are you all?
Yes.
We're good, Grant. Yes.
Parang
We're good.
Hindi po nang sasabihin.
Yes. Grabe na papa-English ako.
Uy,
Ate
okay lang.
Bea.
Ako yung mahirapan para sa'yo. Okay lang yan.
Hindi, marunong naman mag-Tagalog yan si Grant. Diba, Grant?
Siyempre naman ate.
Yun naman pala, Grant naman kasi. Na-pressure ako. Sabi ko, ay, parang dalawang Kuya Kyle yung kasama ko. May energy tsaka yung the accent and everything.
Yes.
Ikaw pa, isa.
Ay, hindi. Purong Tagalog to,
Okay.
Ate Bea. Para may bumalanse naman.
Sige.
Yes.
Okay, sige. Very excited because I think this is one of the few times na meron kaming kasama in studio and online. Syempre, we want you to feel like lahat kayo mga ka-UJ, wherever you're watching, you're with us in the
Yes.
conversation. So, syempre, pag mas marami nagkukwentuhan, mas masaya.
Totoo.
Yeah, diba? At dahil, madalas naman po ako nandito sa UJ, sila yung tatanungin ko ano mga pinagkakaabalahan nila. Okay, what have you been up to? Ikaw ba'y nag-aaral or nagtatrabaho na?
So I'm currently third year, taking up bachelor's in communication. Major in communication sa New Era University. Hello po sa mga ano ko po dyan, sa mga klase ko at sa buong College of Communication. So yan, doing my hobbies, church duties, ganyan,
So, yun
activities.
siya. Okay.
Ganon.
Grant, dapat kasi nandito ka.
Actually, si Grant nandito siya nung nakaraang taon. Parang
I was just
bumisita
there 2 weeks
ka.
ago.
Yes, actually.
Actually, just 2 weeks ago or
We
a
met.
week ago.
We met
Yes.
at this one
This-
activity.
Yeah, in EVMCC.
EVMCC.
Central
yes.
Central Avenue. Yeah.
Nagulat na lang ako. Hoy, Grant, dito ka.
That was beautiful. Kay was an
Yes.
amazing host that day.
Thank
Very
you
talented.
so much. Grabe naman.
Amazing naman talaga lahat ng kasama namin dito,
Yes.
syempre. Okay. At dahil dyan, Grant, we'd like to know about you as well. What are you doing? Are you in school? Are you working?
Actually, I'm already graduated last year, and I graduated with a degree in Bachelor of Arts in Communication, and now I am focusing on my career as a content creator. And one of my hobbies is doing acting, writing some music, and exploring what I can do in the world of media, basically. Now that we have the time to ourselves, I think it's about time that we use social media in the right way as Christians, and that is what I'm open to exploring.
Wow.
I see. So maganda. Fresh from school, one still in school, both in
Yes.
communication, very exposed to multimedia and social media.
Yes.
Siyempre, di ba? Si Ate Kay naman, napapanood natin, of course, online. Parehong masiglang, may tungkulin.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so now, na-bring up na rin ni Grant. That's what we'll be talking about for many times this season. We'd like to explore ito nga tinatawag nating mundo ng social media where everybody is. I just wanna know, since I guess we could talk about age then. We could insert that. I'm currently
Oh,
Parang ayoko na pala.
How
No,
young are you,
I
Ate
am
Bea?
29 years old young right
Ay,
now.
hindi halata. Parang
Mm.
20...
Hoy,
28.
Thank you, ah.
Parang 25
Ay,
na.
akala ko 28 talaga. Isa
Hindi,
taon na binawas.
25.
How about si Grant? How old are you, Grant?
I just turned 24 3 days ago, so I'm now entering my mid-20s.
Ooh, ay, oo nga pala.
24 and K?
23.
23. So close. We're still in the same, kumbaga nasa 20s kami, but there's a significant generational difference na rin kasi when
Yes.
it comes to us using the internet, especially when we go online. So yun lang naman yung point ko. Hindi naman talaga edad. But yun kasi, lahat naman kayo mga ka-UG that are here right now with us, syempre iisipin nyo ngayon, how do you use the internet? How do you use social media? Iba-iba tayo. So, basically, when we go online, well, why do you go online? Okay.
Ako po, of course, to connect with my family, especially yung mama ko and papa ko, nasa malayo silang lugar. Si mama nasa ibang bansa, si papa nasa Pangasinan, and kami lang magkakapatid po ang magkakasama. So, yun po yung isa sa dahilan kung bakit ako nag-online,
Yeah.
to connect with them, to talk with them. Nagsasagawa kami ng mga family hour, ganyan. So, even sa online, di ba? Even
Yes.
online, nagagawa na natin yung mga ganong bagay
Yeah.
na we talk about life, 'di ba? Nagkakamustahan tayo kasi dati 'di ba, sumusulat ka pa.
Grabe naman yung... Anong year ka ba
Hindi,
talaga?
pero kasi sa ngayon emerging media na.
Yes.
So talagang lahat is online na po.
Yeah.
So kahit pagbili, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
yun yung mga ginagawa ko online. Bukod sa pakikipag-communicate with family and friends, doon na rin po ako minsan bumibili.
Sabi mo na nga.
Yes, bumibili ng mga kailangan ko sa school, kailangan ko mga damit, makeup, ganyan, libro, mga ganyan.
How about you, Grant? Why do you go online? Maybe like one or two things, top of your mind. Why do you go online?
Primarily, it's to unwind after a very long day because social media is a way for us to, then again, as Kay said, to reconnect with our loved ones, with our friends. But for me, my main purpose is to really make a career out of social media as a content creator. Technically, social media is your atmosphere. It's your playground. And that is where you create content, you make videos, you post reels, carousels. So as someone whose career is in this line, in this field, social media is a place where I get to hone myself, to explore myself. Of course, as a Christian. So that's what I do.
Yung sa sinabi niya na it's an atmosphere. It seems like a bigger picture pa pagdating sa... Kasi sa mga katulad ko, parang sobrang layo ng age. Hindi kasi para sa akin, at saka yung mga ka-age ko usually, when you go online, it's a different place for us. Kumbaga, syempre, we grew up na hindi naman ganito ka-accessible para sa amin di ba, Grant? It's not as accessible to us back then. And even more, with different generations, hindi siya ganon. It's not readily available for us that we could just connect with anybody. Anybody, literally. We could just buy things online. Kumbaga, lumaki pa rin kami na we could still literally play with toys, play outside. We have to go to the mall and talagang bibigyan mo ng oras to buy something. If you want to connect with somebody, you have to set up an appointment or set a schedule. So sa amin, different place talaga ang online world.
Yes.
It's a different place for us. Usually, we use it, pagka ginamit namin siya, it's kind of objective para sa akin It's objective. Kailangan may purpose bakit ko siya gagamitin. Yun.
So tingin mo, Ate Bea, what do you think is the big change po from your parang layo ng generation.
Mas mahirap
Hindi,
yung
pero parang yung parang sa social media before, ano po yung parang sa tingin nyo naging big change po compare sa ngayon?
Ako kasi nasa very tail end ako ng millennial Dulong-dulo na ako ng millennial talaga. So yung mga bagay, yung culture, yung lifestyle, and yung technology that the earlier na millennial, Gen X nga kung tawagin, had, nasa gitna na kami noon at ng next gen, which is yung Gen Z. Yung tinatawag yung Gen Z. Where mas alam nyo, yung mga Gen Z talaga, ibang level yung pagiging techie nila.
Grabe, chronically online. Yun yung term chronically online. Na parang, diba, Grant? Diba na parang
that
lahat
is very
na
true,
talaga
Kay.
is
That
on
is very
social
true.
media.
Yeah. Kasi nakikita ko naman, people my age and older, they're trying to cope up with, humahabol kasi, hindi ko naman sinabing kesyo matanda ako, hindi ako marunong gumamit. Baka magalit sa akin yung mga ka-age ko. Hindi naman. But the thing is, I could see a noticeable difference in the way naming humabol para umintindi how to use social media. Bakit sila nagpo-post ng ganito? Why does this thing become trending? What's so interesting about it? The younger people could define, kasi ito yung ginawa niya Ito yung ginawa. Samantala kami, anong point? What's nice about it? What's good about it? Bakit yung pinag-uusapan? So, yun yung very big difference for me. And it affects the way that we use social media or the reason why we go online. Diba? So, ayun nga, nabanggit nyo, you're there to connect and to
buy, to
to
purchase.
shop.
Yes, to shop.
Si Grant is more career-based. Punta tayo dun sa ginagawa mo, Grant. What kind of content do you usually do?
Me personally, throughout the course of 2025, it's been gaming. Streaming more on video games, anything that caters to my demographic and younger. But for 2026 this year, I'm looking to explore more into vlogging. So it's more on going IRL and showing the experience that we live outside of the digital worlds. For example, as simple as going to the restaurant and exploring how the food tastes like, making it into a vlog. That's what I want to explore for this year. But throughout the last year, it's been on gaming, which I still want to do actually moving forward.
Sinabi niyo yung IRL. Sige, anong meaning ng IRL? Kasi
In real
ako
life?
parang kasi Grant, you were saying, ako na-stuck ako sa
IRL? Ano
Oh,
yun?
yung mga kasama ko dito sa studio, nag-lag din ng konti. So what do you mean when we say IRL, Grant?
It means in real life. So basically anything outside of the internet.
In real
IRL,
life.
in real life, word per word. Yes.
Huwag mo nga akong ganyan yung Grant na parang hindi ko alam. Pag mong pahalata na hindi ko alam. No, I'm kidding. See, so dun pa lang sa sagot ni Grant, there's a difference. Kasi for us, hindi ko naisip na to make a career out of it. Right? Hindi ko naisip siya. Kasi, well, although marami naman na ginagawa yun We see a lot of vloggers, we see a lot of online entrepreneurs that do it. Who are older or even much older than us. Pero hindi nga, it's not a normal thing for us.
Yes.
Na parang, this is the career path that you could actually pick. So, pag sa amin, ako naabot ako pa na, what career do you want? Office, an 8-hour
Corporate,
job, or
yes.
maybe a teacher. Ganon talaga. Hindi pa siya kasama sa listahan ko na career path to be somebody who will do it online. Diba?
Yes.
But this one, si Grant nga, you're trying to explore na into a different genre of you being online. So from gaming and streaming before, you're gonna do something else that's more
More of vlogging.
yes, and reality and
Yes.
realistic and relatable, right?
Along as well with the gaming and streaming I'm already doing. So it's more like adding a new flavor into the list of things that you can do.
What do you expect or what results do you expect to get when you post this new content that you're planning to do?
Aside from analytics and seeing the numbers, I think it's mostly on the message that it invokes to the people watching. Because nowadays we tend to scroll a lot, right? On social media, we tend to scroll video after video, reel after reel. And it's more like people are best able to use social media if they learn something. So I want to instill something to the viewers instead of just adding entertainment. Nowadays, we use social media to entertain ourselves, to let go of the stress after a long day. But learning something new from social media, I think, is a good way to use it. It's a way for us to, number one, be a good Christian by showing that we can be good people online, be role models online, but also at the same time, let people learn something new. Whether it's like showing people how it feels to travel or showing people how a certain food tastes like. There are many ways that we can educate people using the power of social media.
Very well said. Grabe. Parang nasagot na lahat ni Grant. Oo.
Ayaw mo sumagot?
Hindi, pero kasi tama yung sinabi niya eh. Kasi di ba we are Christians even online. So ako kasi baliktad naman kami ni Grant. Kasi kung si Grant is using his platform to
share.
Diba, to share. Ako kasi ate, medyo ko pagdating sa sharing on social media. Dahil nga, once you share your personal, like, for example, a picture of you, a picture of yourself, or yung mga tawag dito, information about you, nasa ano na yan eh. Yeah. Kumbaga, i-delete mo man yan, pero yung data na yon is nandun na. Nagiging mindful talaga ako sa kung ano yung mga ipopost online, ano yung mga dapat hindi i-post. Lalo, may mga nakikita ko na mga nag-share ng hindi ko, kumbaga, hindi ako interesado.
Okay.
Or kaya nakakasira ng mental health.
Okay.
Ganyan. And yung mga bagay na feeling ko hindi makakabuti for me.
Kumbaga hindi ka nakikinabang.
Yung, like for example, yung may mga post na nag-rant online.
Uy,
Yun, yung mga nag-rant ng personal, nagalit nila sa isang tao, or kaya, di ba, kumbaga, kapag binasa mo yun, yun nga yung sabi ni Ate Bea and ni Kuya Grant na, to unwind. And kapag nasa online ka, you're in a different world na parang gusto mong magpahinga kaya ka nag-surf sa social media. So parang pag nakita mo yon, di ba na parang may nag-rant sa post, parang mas makaka-apekto lang din sa'yo. Mas stress
diba?
Ka rin.
Yeah.
So parang yun siguro yung yun yung siguro yung pinagkaiba namin ni Grant pagdating sa, well, in a good way naman.
Yeah.
Kasi si Grant naman he's using social media in a good cause, diba?
Yes.
For a good cause. And ganun din sa akin. Siguro ako lang yung nanonood kay Grant and si Grant yung parang ganun kami.
Hindi, tama siya
Magkaiba
kasi
kami. I'm more on surfing. He's more on
siya yung kasi
yes.
ito nga parang this is good kasi yung guests natin today, it's from the viewpoint of one, creator, a producer of the content that you consume, and yung nagko-consume ng yung content.
Yes.
So that's two different viewpoints. 'Di ba? Somebody who will make the content and somebody who will consume the content. So papaano nga naman? Syempre yung KK, that's more me also kasi nga medyo tita tayo eh. So tamang scroll lang, hindi nga ako nagko-comment or anything. We try to keep our lives as private as possible. This is a personal choice regardless of what age or kahit saan ka nga actually or whatever you're doing, is to keep your private life private. I'm sure, Grant, that you also have the same thing, but since you're gonna do this as a career, how do you filter what you will share or what you share online, especially now that you're planning to go into vlogging?
You can actually have a private account that you use with your friends. I do use that as well with my family, my close friends, people here in the church, because not everything in your personal life, like what Kay said, should be posted and be seen by the public. And this is why my public persona, there's a separate account for that people can access and see, and that's the public image, the public face. The private account, that is where we tend to share our family moments, the tiny moments that we share with our closest people in our lives. Not everyone necessarily needs to see it. Then again, it's a choice by people. But to protect your image and everything else, you don't have to always post every bit of things in your life. Post what needs to be posted, like inspiration, good quotes, not necessarily things that people would feel uncomfortable, like what you said, Ate Bea, like what you said, Kay, anything that people rant about. It's not necessarily a nice thing to see, because I do agree with your points earlier that if people see someone ranting, what will they gain from the post? It's more like instead of feeling empathy, they would feel uncomfortable. And that's also one of the things why we have to be a good Christian online.
Whether you're the one doing the content or you're the one consuming the content, there's a responsible way of doing it. As with everything else that we do naman diba? So, syempre tayo, yung mga nagko-consume, it's a different atmosphere. Sabi nyo nga kanina, it's a different place, it's a different world. World Wide Web nga eh. So everything else, just like in the real world, there's good and bad things. There are things that you like and you don't like. It's up to you to choose. It's up to you to filter.
Yes.
Kung ayaw mo yun, unfriend mo siya.
Totoo,
Unfollow mo siya.
totoo.
Huwag mo siyang tignan, lagpasan mo siya. Ganun lang. 'Di ba? Or avoid looking that up. And doon naman sa mga nagpo-produce ng content or even yung mga entrepreneur natin, may binebenta silang iba-ibang products, whatever it is. If you all do it properly, 'di ba? You sell it properly, not offending people when you do, for example, nagla-live selling ka. Syempre, don't be rude or disrespectful.
Yes.
Sa gumagawa ng mga vlogs katulad kay Grant, you have the choice, you hold the remote and the controls to everything. Ano lang yung ipapakita mo online? You're gonna edit it out. So, lalo na tayo bilang mga, we're INC, Iglesia ni Cristo, regardless of where we are, whether it's virtual or diba?
Yes.
So, there's a right way of doing things. If you're going to consume or you're going to share, diba? Yung kay Kuya Grant, I'm excited with what Grant will be sharing online as a vlogger next time. Because I'm kind of curious if you're jumping from gaming and streaming and now you're gonna be sharing real life experiences. We're pretty sure you're gonna be sharing parts of you being an INC member.
Yes.
Diba? It's to inspire eh. I'm curious what you're going to be doing soon. So, aabangan namin yan.
And he's doing music
Uy?
as well. Yeah. So we're looking forward for your composition.
Huy, akala ko
Here at,
pakakatahin mo na rin siya.
Yeah, sa INC Original Music, mali mo may mga makita na tayo na composition ni Grant dyan.
Makikita natin siya dyan.
Yes.
Grant Amandi. Oh, di ba? Ang kumanta si Kay. Huy!
At si Ate Bea.
Okay, that leads me to my next question. Sinagot ko na rin. Pero hindi, I wanna hear your thoughts about this. Your viewpoints, since you're on different ends. How do you maintain being a good Christian, being a good Iglesia ni Cristo member while using the internet? Whatever you're doing with it. Si Kay muna.
Ako ate, kapag ka tinignan mo yung profile ko sa social media, ang makikita mo lang is, yung mga sinishare ko is lahat ng mga posts from Iglesia ni Cristo websites. Like for example, INC Production Company, INC News and Updates, INC, yung CFO, ganyan. And of course, yung mga photos naman na ina-upload ko ate is from the performances po sa mga activities na tinuparan ko po or na naging pagtupad ko sa mga past years. Ayan, sa 110th, 111th, yung neto lang nung nakaraan sa San Carlos City, Pangasinan, ganyan. So, yun po yung mga sinishare ko bukod sa mga posts, mga contents po ng Iglesia ni Cristo. Yung personal ko naman po na sinishare is kung paano po ako, ano po yung ginagawa ko sa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo. I love singing, I love hosting, so I post it.
Schoolworks
And
mo.
sa schoolworks ate, totoo po. Lately, nung nakaraan nga po sa thesis namin, kumbaga, dun ko na sa sarili ko na I wanna share this kasi hindi madali po yung pinagdaanan namin ng mga groupmates ko. So I wanna share this to inspire na you can do this also. You can do this as well. Kung ngayon akala mo hindi mo kaya, pero
Eventually.
just pray and you can do it. Kumbaga, kaya mo yon. So, parang yun po yung mga ginagawa ko talaga to share my experiences sa buhay ko, to inspire, ganyan.
Diba, hindi naman masamang mag-share as long as, one thing that becomes unclear sometimes, or most of the time, especially with younger people, hindi regardless talaga sa age, ay yung layunin or the purpose
Purpose.
why you're doing something. So, yun nga, di ba? The purpose of why you go online, ano bang kailangan mo gawin ngayon? If the purpose is sabihin mo maganda, pero may iba ka talagang layunin. Halimbawa, isustok ko si ganto. Yun yung totoong
Naku.
layunin mo. Is that good? Or, di ba,
Did you gain something?
you're gonna make an
from it?
anonymous account and then you're gonna say these things. Hindi eh. 'Di ba? So, yung layunin mo, it has to be clear. It has to be straight.
Yes.
So, for example, you wanted to keep your private life private, but it's not bad to share private things.
Yes.
Nang hindi ka nagiging oversharing
Yes.
or maybe mayroong pag-arrogance or konting boasting. Hindi ganun eh. There's a proper way of doing things. Right?
Yes.
So yung sa'yo, it's not bad. Di nakita nila yung achievements mo and naka-inspire sa mga schoolmates mo. Right? Okay. Now, how about si Grant? How do you maintain being a good Christian while using the internet, whatever it is you're doing it for?
It's more of a challenge for someone like me because you have a lot of different eyes, and most of those people are not yet in the faith. So you really have to keep a good nature to these people as a role model, not just as a Christian, but also as someone who represents the church. So you have, one of the challenges that I face is being patient po mga ate. Because whenever I'm on stream, you have different kinds of people there. There are the good, patient people that are, for example, they would be, oh, hey, how are you today? How's your day? But at the same time, you also get people like, why is he ignoring me? You're not reading my chats. You're not reading my messages. There are really different kinds of people on live streams. And that's the reality of the world we live in as a creator, and most especially as a member of the church. You really have to be patient with these people because you'll never know what they're going through. Maybe they're mean to you because they had a tough day. Perhaps they failed a subject in school, which is why they perhaps sounded that way. There are many things that these people go through that we don't know. We absolutely don't know. But as members of the church, especially as for those who might be influencers too in the church, you have to take the hard challenge of being patient. And that is one of the strongest assets that you can do, because the more that people see how graceful you can be in spite of people being mean to you, that reflects in your character, and most especially as a member of the church. So that's one of the challenges that I do face.
I think you both are doing a good job maintaining that. Kasi you're both online naman eh.
Mhm.
Diba? This is Grant's career path. This is part of your church duty. As an
Yes.
INCPC talent, as a host, as a singer, you are still online. And you're both doing your best to be responsible. So I could say na good role models naman kayo. So let's see what else, di ba, yung share natin in the following episodes. I think we can talk more about this. This is a really good topic to share with our audiences. But of course, Kay and Grant, with everything said, we will always go back to what the Bible says.
And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
And that is what the Bible says. Again, thank you, Grant and Kay.
Thank you so much po sa amin pong viewers online and on INC TV for listening and watching us
Yes.
here at Unity Junction Radio. Thank you po.
If you enjoyed and were inspired by this episode, do give us a like or a heart depending on the platform you are on. And also know that UJ Radio is on INCTV and INCPC's Facebook page and YouTube channel. That is at weare.incpc on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
And of course, before we end every episode, as always, we never forget to thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo. Maraming salamat po. Mahal na mahal po namin kayo. And mga ka-UJ, thank you for always joining us. Syempre, we'll see you again next week here, same time, same place. Ha, Grant, Kay?
Apo.
Here on UJ Radio. Bye-bye po!
Bye!
Bye!
Maraming salamat po at Happy New Year po sa ating lahat.
Yes!
Bye, Grant!
Bye-bye. We'll see you again soon. Don't worry. I will be
Yes.
here.